Are we ready for this? We are TGIF. Happy. Thanks God it's Friday. Yes, we are. One of my favorite rides on Swift in the world is the one here right now. It's with the I still have trouble saying it. Bikealicious, Bikeaholics. These people know how to put on rides, and they know how to ride in a group. As this is a group ride for everyone. You can make it as hard as you want for yourself, and let other people benefit from your effort. Meaning that you will stay with the group as long as you put out, I think, 10 watts. So as long as you turn the pedals, you're good. And you will stay with the group, and the pace will be accordingly as the group average speed will be something. We are in for a long one here, which is great. This is what a fat burner ride is all about. What is a Zone 2 ride is all about? It's a ride where your heart rate should be in a zone where you still can talk like I am. Zone 2. If you start huffing and puffing like this, you're out of Zone 2, you're in Zone 3 and above. So, for me, it is the best ride I can do at the current time, as I'm 8 days out from Ironman Arizona in Tampa, United States of America. Never have done an Ironman in the States. I always try to avoid it. But yeah, after 20 years of doing Ironman distances in Europe, in North America, not counting the US, and so on, I decided, yeah, let's go in the most political turmoil area ever. And yeah, you know what? I'm just flying in, do the race, and get out of there. So no big feelings, no big economy boost from me. Tell you that. So I hope they let me in. I hope this all goes through. Papers are in order. You never know. You never know how much hardball they play at the border. So yes, we're in it to win it. Not the Ironman. Right now we're trying to win our commitment we made as myself, me and I agreed to doing this Ironman a long time ago, as we are looking forward to the legacy program to go to the World Championships in Kailua Kona. So that's the biggest goal. Participating in Hawaii and making that happen. So 50 miles or kilometers, big difference. So yeah, that Ironman is not going to be for time. It's going to be just pure mandatory for me to get this under my belt, as I need consecutive races in following years and leading up to the next one to like punch my ticket for the Ironman World Championships. Even though I've done more than 12 Ironmans, but I think there was a year in between which I didn't do, or something happened there. So yeah, I'm now in order, and I should go through. It doesn't guarantee me I'm gonna do it next year, but it guarantees that I'm on the waiting list, and hopefully will fulfill my dream that way over consistency, because consistency, in my opinion, always outbeats talent. If you're consistent, you show up every day at work, at your cycling group, at your charity, at the task of your choice, you will get good at it over time. So it is what it is. However, sometimes the guy up there throws a wrench into our plans, and this is what happens actually last weekend, as I got a big flu. One of the COVID ones, yes, but I'm trying to recover as best as possible. It was 14 days out, so what I say, 2 weeks from COVID to finishing Ironman. I know it's a steep task, but I'm trying to not let that bother me. I'm trying to let my I'm trying to let my head make the decision. So as I know I can do it. Ironman, in my opinion, and I know I'm going out there with this argument, but it's 70% mental and 30% physical. Yes, these 30% people, they're in the top. They're doing it both all the way. They're physical fit, they're mentally fit. They're pros, they're high-level age group athletes. I would consider myself as, based on my times, mid to upper average of Ironman finishers in my time, respectively, between I think 11 hour plus minus half an hour. So that's kind of like my time stamp. Having said that, I'm trying to get there at the best possible time, but as some people say, the commitment is better than how you feel. I actually don't care how I feel the day off, because I trained for it. My body has it in him, so I have it in me for sure. It's more about the commitment, what I do on that day, and I have committed. I have a strong willpower, and I can do it. So, having said that, we are going to take on that challenge in 8 days. We're gonna go down there with the goal of doing the best to our abilities, so we can be proud of ourselves. There's no doubt. You know, when you look in the mirror and say, oh, darn, shouldn't have walked there, shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have given up. No, you know what? We there to finish it. And nobody asks you about your finish time in an Ironman. Normal people. Yeah, Ironmans to Ironmans, yeah, different conversations. But however, I'm going down there and I will cross that line with a few things in mind. Yes, I'm not the best in swimming. Or like in general, like swimming is not really like everybody's forte, except the people in the front. They love to get like 2 minutes ahead out of the water and then have a lonely race until kilometer 80. When the crowd comes around, they're not so good swimmers. So my race starts with the bike. And the bike course is a 3-loop course. It's going out of Tempe, up a hill on the highway, coming back down, and looping around 3 times. So it's actually very doable. So there's no like, let's say, advantage for the people who live there, because as soon as you've ridden it once, it's pretty much a straight shot up and down. Not that many corners. I think they had I'm in the US. There it's gonna be laid out like a chessboard there. 1, 2, 3. I think there are 9 corners in total in there. So yeah, not a big deal. So let's see. Alrighty, so yes, I have done a test race on Tuesday. I got blown out of the water in New York here. 55 people. I was ranked as I like say one of the top 20 guys, top 15, but I knew I was just barely held on there, and out of 55 I finished 46, so I got like spit out the butt. So what does that tell me? That tells me that I wasn't ready for prime. I wasn't ready for like big hard spikes, as Swift racing is all about heart rates, how you recover from certain efforts when it comes to racing. So let's see. I'm easing into this right here, as we have 79 kilometers in front of us, 74 left, okay? And this ride is primarily meant to be a sweat ride for me. So yes, right on. I have put on some thicker clothing, which will make me sweat even more. Fat burn ride for a reason. All right. And I have my steel frame going, which hopefully will serve me well, as I will tick off at least 75 clicks on my next goal to unlock this Swift frame, which would be my Swift frame number 2 I unlock. Only one more to go and I can continue with the Tron. And then we talk in big game. Not so much, but I already have upgraded, I think it's the SL8, Canyon SL8 frame, which is in my opinion the best all-rounder frame for me. Paired with lighter or disc wheels, I'm ready to race anything. So my personal opinion, obviously. If we talk about race tactics for the upcoming ZRL stage, oh my God, it's more climber's paradise, tell you that. Going up the New York Com forward and reverse twice, 4 climbs, that's not a easy task. So yeah, you better be ready for this, guys. This is gonna hurt. So I'm breaking a sweat, which is great. That's all what it's all about. 12 minutes in, we're doing the right thing here. And we're keeping it easy, mellow. Oh, come on. That's what I forgot here. Forgot to stop my workout. Alrighty. I will try to keep it in a little bit easy. 150, 180 watts ish. As I don't want to push it at all. I just want to go the distance. As this ride will be probably a 2.5 hour ride. So see how my butt feels. As my glutes saying hello this morning. Yeah. We can talk about a little bit of bike setup later for the Ironman, for the actual bike setup, because I'm getting these boys ready here. Boom. They need no wheels. I don't bring them out that often, but it's Ironman race day. It's a course which apparently has wind, more headwind and tailwind. Let's see, that could easily change to crosswinds. Then I'm a little bit like, oh, effed. But my handling skills, which I practice all the time in Swift, I'm just kidding, will make up for it. Let's see, so yeah. Again, taking it easy, trying to do a lighter spin today. It will be dripping at the end for sure, but yeah. Let's see what's in the mix. What else is new? Nothing. Not much news to report, as I feel, yeah, it's not a big deal. Alrighty. Put some background music in here, so I get something. Whoa. Yes, so coming back to these rides, actually, these rides are great. As long as you're turning, I think 10 watts, turning your pedals, you will be in the group. If you want to contribute to the overall speed, just go in the front and push probably over, I would say, 2.8. Then you, otherwise, like me, you're benefiting from everything. Be in front of the beacon, let's say that. The yellow one. If you guys watching and you have swifted in New York, let me know what you think. And the new New York routes, the extension, I think 32 kilometers, which are worth the wait for sure. And I think they have it expanded in a way that there's more expansion coming. I mean, racing in New York, racing in areas where you normally cannot race is lucrative. It's great, people want to do that. Could you imagine you would do that in real life? How much it would cost to close down the streets and all that shebang? Times Square, oh boy. But the pictures, wow. Nobody would forget that one. I'm interested to find out if people with their TT bikes actually, I think they're pulling more. I think they're not sticking in the draft. Whew. Yeah, they're not sticking in the draft. I think people in TT bikes, they are without draft, they're just being here for the company, which is totally fine. I love it. But no draft for these guys. BMX is probably one of the bikes I'm probably gonna upgrade next. Womp. I think my camera actually here up there is not sharp anymore. I don't know, are you sharp or not? Let's see. So in racing, these bridges here in New York are really, really the divider in races. It's gonna be your long power which is needed to hold the wheels. And if you survive that, you're fine. You're fine. These PPL will do anything to not go outside. Like seriously, you are set up cost more than a bike. Just get a bike and do the same thing. You know what? Actually not. Actually not. I think what makes a difference here is the lighting. Amazon. I think roughly, I would not underestimate it, $75. You're there. The bike actually, oh boy, it's new bike day soon. It's been 2005. It's been 19. It's 19 years old. 19 years old. Carbon frame from Cube. Back then, $6 grand. Yeah, $6 grand. Oh boy, you're absolutely right. That would be probably like a $15,000 bike today. But I have not purchased any bike equipment back then. Facebook Marketplace is your best friend, and most of the time, if you're buying from your region, you're buying from your sports buddies anyways. So actually, I bought these. I sold my Zips 1080 deep dish kind of wheel set, I think last year, and I got a disc combination now from Springer. What's this? No, Stinger, which is probably old as well, but you know what? It will do the trick. It will do the trick. For $450 Canadian dollars. So yeah, I get that outside, but tell you what, the outside riding is undoubtable the best. I agree with that. The experience, the handling, the braking, the fresh air, nature, elements, which can be, yeah, questionable. But if you're training for something and you're training indoors, it's a closed environment where you have control over. There's no traffic lights. There are no crazy car drivers, which there are out here. The weather, yeah, it's questionable. It's like 12 degrees right now. Which is probably, I don't know, what is in Fahrenheit, maybe 45. So it is cold. And the consistency in like pushing the power is more in coalition on par with race scenarios where, yeah, roads are mainly blocked. Your nutrition is on point. You want to prime your body. You want to train your body. I do outside too, man. Yes, I actually like do that probably this weekend. even though it's brutally cold because I have to like get out and like do a round on these bad boys. Disc wheels, as this is the bike I'm actually racing outside too. So it's not one of these like Swift setups. Swift bikes, I would love to do that. Maybe I upgrade sooner or later. But right now the bike I'm racing on here on Swift on my Indo, it's my race bike. And I have it taped up, the brakes and all the elements which I don't need to protect it from sweat. But yeah, I'm just like getting it ready for the race in Arizona in a week. So new tires, rim tape. I had to remove the old tires. The glue thing, I have tubular tires, which is another thing you have to deal with when you're riding outside. Punctures and so on. You don't have that inside. Yeah. I mean, there's no shame in training indoors. And you know what? Yeah, Swift. I think what you need in Swift is, yeah, it's the trainer probably. That's the most expensive thing. And you can get it from Facebook Marketplace. I would put out a number like $400, $500. You get a decent trainer. You probably have a computer or a phone you're typing on or watching me from. You connect Swift to it, your trainer, put your bike on it, and Bob is your uncle. And you're on it. And you're racing or training against everybody or with everybody. It's great community, especially over the winter. If you want to keep your form and don't want to hit the weights in the gym all the time. I mean, there's whatever floats your boat, man. Spinning classes inside. But if you want to go riding outside, I mean, good for you. If you can do it, if you live in the area, I love it. I thought you just got a gym bro who did that for streaming and didn't know professional. No, I'm not a professional triathlon guy. I tell you that. I'm just trying to give you my 2 cents. How you can spend your time on the bike if you're not riding outside, okay? Because outside, yes, I agree with you. It's the best. It's real life. Love it. But in terms of training and dialing in the focus, no interruption, that's it. I just saw a video today and he said like, what is it? Dedication plus training minus interference is high performance. Meaning, if you keep the interference of like your phone, of traffic lights, the weather even can be interfere with your training. Your nutrition, you run out of like stuff here, I have it right here, can interfere. That will affect your performance. So training inside is obviously a way of dialing it in, but I tell you what, the trade-off can be big if you lose the sense of like braking, leaning into corners, if you have a disc wheel, dealing with crosswinds. So yeah. So what's your dream bike and how much is it? I mean, I'm 50. Yeah, I said I have a 19-year-old bike. I might be on the market soon. I would probably go with a Canyon Speedmax CFR. That's the bike. Sam Lalo or Sam Lalo is riding. Lionel Sanders, like in the triathlon community, if you know that. Lucy Charles Sparkley rides it. Great one. However, yeah, that comes with a price tag, and there are different tiers in that for that frame and wheel options too, which probably, I would say that frame with components and a standard wheel is probably $9 grand. Yeah, Jesus, I know, triathlon, expensive if you want to get into it, and I feel like I'm getting into it for a second time if you want to buy a bike. So yeah, but then you know what? Again, Facebook Marketplace is your best friend. especially at current times. People normally put their bikes now in storage. People might quit cycling, I don't know, like you use that time of the year. Maybe somebody's selling the frame I want, and I will definitely check it out. Geez, 9K, yeah, I know. I understand. But this would be new from retailer. If I get it from Facebook Marketplace, same frame, maybe 1 year old, I would probably pay, let's say, 5 grand. I know, it's still wicked money. And if you break it up over 6 months, then it becomes more reasonable, but it's still a lot of money. I hear you. I hear you. So yeah, but you know what? You can get a really good bike from Facebook Marketplace for $1,000, and that has disc wheels and everything on it. You just have to look hard for it and make it happen. If I sell this bike here with the disc wheels on it to offset the new bike, so I might sell this one here for $2,000. This would be like a dream bike for some people, even though it's 19 years old, but now it has, yeah, custom paint on it. I upgraded certain things here, and I will give it you turnkey, ready to go. So yeah, something like to think about. You hit the nail on the head. The word is dedication. I love you saying that. Dedication, and how I say it, consistency. So if you are dedicated and have an attitude, you will show up and you will be consistent. Showing up consistently every day or in a form that it doesn't affect every second day could be good too. No matter what your goals are, it could be just like getting fit, getting on the couch, start walking again. Start 2 kilometers walking around the block, making up to 10. I know that's a challenge for some people, but for triathlon guys or endurance athletes, they're training in certain heart rate zones where average Americans or Canadians, 80% of them, would never go. And they're doing it for fun, like I am. So yeah. So I mean, right now I'm just like at 117. That's a zone 2 ride. I'm trying to burn fat, not like train my heart or my big system. It's more about like diluting and tapping into my fat resources. Just shedding a little bit more water weight, or maybe some fat actually. Let's see. I'm a motorcycle guy. No training in my life. Oh yeah. I believe you. But you know what? Depends. I know what kind of motorcycle are you riding? Are you on a cruiser, or are you on a Yamaha R6 or something? Like more sporty? Because the sportier machines, yeah, then they require some training, some technique. I feel like some people like on our side of the country, they're just like zipping around corners and highways. They just watch too much MotoGP probably. But I love it. I always wanted to go into motorcycles, but my dad said, "Hey son, you know what, it's not good for you." I grew up in Germany. My dad is a pathologist, so he got all the young guys who died from motorcycle riding on their table. Sad story. Yeah, he didn't want to see me, so I did not become a customer, so I'm not a motorcyclist. Kawasaki 500, okay. You're in there, you're in there. You can push it, buddy, you can push it. So yeah, like when I grew up in Germany, I have a need for speed, but I do it in the car. If I do it on a motorcycle, oh boy, I would see the 300 kilometer mark more often than, I would have seen more often than the 80 kilometer mark on my speedometer. So yeah, I saved that. I think the fastest I went was with an Audi A8. It was 283 kilometers an hour on the Autobahn. Motorcycle riders can get up to that speed. Like, yeah, I'm not sure if you're gonna do it with your Kawasaki, but it's definitely doable on a dry day. But now where the leaves are out and the fall's coming in, roads get slippery sometimes. Not the best time to ride. Yeah, it gets dark early. Some people don't see motorcyclists. It's just reality. And the same applies for cyclists. So riding your bike inside might be safer. So that's the reason why I'm riding right now. More in the indoor setting than outdoor. And obviously the weather. Not pushing it in the whole point. I'm driving it like a car. I didn't buy it for speed, but for freedom. And you know what? That's exactly it. I mean, I've ridden motorcycles, and the acceleration is phenomenal. Like from 0 to like 50 or even 100, it's crazy. And then the agility, how quickly it accelerates you, and you're playing with the nature of the wind. You out there, yeah, I sense that sense of freedom. It's just you and the machine. Yeah, I hear you. I share your passion. Question for you: how you feel about electric motorcycles? Electric motorcycles. Electric motorcycle. It's like a Zero. For example, that's a brand Zero. I think Harley Davidson came up with one too. I know, there's no vibration. It's just instant. Instant lift, I would say. Oh, we're already like 39 minutes on here. Yeah, too many people have coffee here. That's why it's failing. People complaining in the chat why the coffee's not working. I'm getting pushed up here, that's great. There's strong climbers in this group. All right, Ahmed. Same question, how you feel about electric motorcycles if you're still on it? I always like to find out what people's reaction is to that. I don't know, maybe you haven't written one yet. Same with the car question, you know, when you have an electric car and gas vehicle before that. Oh my god, this course here. Next Tuesday is that our Fuhgeddaboudit. These ramps will be in it. Oh boy, man. Oh boy. For me, this is good training. I'm not gonna spike it at all here. No hated. I tried it. They make no sense. Okay. Fair opinion. Fair opinion. I mean, connecting with a motorcycle is probably about everything in terms of seeing it, feeling it from vibration, even tasting it or smelling it, huh? Like a little bit like gasoline smell or something. It's probably something what people will miss. Let me tell you about my experience. I worked in an electric car company, which I started as employee number 5 with, and I worked with electric vehicles, which were had Suzuki, Volkswagen, or Porsche engines, and we replaced these engines and these vehicles, just the combustion part, with electric. And here's the kicker: these vehicles were convertibles. So convertibles, yes, you are outside, similar to a motorcycle. With a motorcycle you have a helmet on, or not maybe, but you have helmet on, so you don't hear the engine that much. But if you have a Porsche engine rumbling in your back, which is great for vibration in a convertible and great feedback for driving, but when this shifts into an electric engine, this vehicle becomes silent and you experience the outside you have never experienced. It's kind of like riding a bicycle super quick down the hill. Only the wind noise you hear and the tire hitting the tarmac. So it's different, and I like it. And yeah, the performance part, yes, I like it too. Because these cars were old cars from the outside. They were Porsche 356ers, and that company we took public was amazing for the big management team. I'll tell you that. I wasn't part of that one then, but however, yeah, I like electric cars and the solar panels for houses, but not bikes. They take away the main point. Yeah, bike is, you're not buying a vehicle like a bike as your first choice of movement. You're probably going to buy a Honda Civic instead of it and have a very fancy bike in the garage, which you take out for fun. So I get that. Yeah, it's a toy in that sense to play with. I get your point, yeah. If we can just make motorcycle riding more safer, huh? Make us more seen. in a way that exactly when the sun goes down, the dawn comes around.
Download and bring your music anywhere, so you can dance.
Or people oversee us, that there is
Mix up your playlists with song
another system which protects us.
or take control of your list.
Now, I grew up in Germany. I am now living in Canada for the last 14, 15 years. So it's been a minute since I was in Germany. I think last time was, I think, 2 years or 3 years ago. 2 years ago, I would say. With the whole family, I went over. 2 kids, wife. I mean, like going over to Europe with the family, it's like, yeah, could be a bike right there, 5 grand going out the window for tickets. Airplane tickets, boy. You tell me it's expensive. Yeah, flying these days with the family is expensive. I mean, yeah, whatever. Let's see. I maybe come to Canada next year for work. I'm from Kurdistan, Iraq. Right on. Right on. That is. I'm not so informed on what your situation is there in Iraq, but I hope you're safe, as I would consider your area, in my humble opinion, a risky area to live in. But I think you're risking, you live with the risk. I know how our world's right now in not so good shape, but let's not get into top politics here. The best thing is that you can go out and ride your Kawasaki and enjoy life, and if this is your way, then all power to you, my friend. Yeah, I moved to Canada like 14, 15 years ago because my wife is Canadian. We met in Germany and I moved over here. Yeah, there's not that much German in me except my roots, which I will not lose. But the desire to move back right now, I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, here it goes now. Start sweating like a pig now. But that's the whole point of this ride. Soak yourself out. And we have 55 kilometers more to go. I know. And we're in for a treat. So pace yourself. We only have 2 more hours to go, okay. Kurdistan is safe. My 6.5 thousand bike is outside every night on street in front of my house. I have no fear getting stolen. Also war has stopped for the last like 10 years. I get it. Okay. Good for you, man. Ahmed, good for you. Yeah. Whew. Good for you. Oh boy. You know what, like sometimes the media paints a different picture. And I would say Iraq is right now not on my highest travel list to do vacation in, but it's a country based on its history, its recent history, obviously, which is interesting. However, again, I hope you're in an area where you're relatively safe and sound and live without any restrictions. So yeah. Okay, we officially entered zone 2 now on my heart rate. Yeah, I'm getting it. I take the time to repaint the picture. Okay, good for you, man. All right. If we can educate people what's going on in the best possible way, so they feel safe to travel through, or even if that is their final destination. Brilliant. I think it's time to get some ride-ons here. Whew. I feel like these pants have no padding. I always complain about these pants when I ride them, but I always forget about it. I feel like every time. How many people riding with here? I don't know. 193. It's gonna be 20 times at least. Forty times to get everybody. Let's see. But I'm coming to Canada legally, not immigrating. But I'm coming to Canada legally, not immigrating. I have some job offers, but I like North, Nunavut areas. I like challenges in nature. Man, you're signing up for a great country. I mean, you choose your own way to come into Canada. As much as you can contribute, I would love, or we would love to have everybody who can contribute. And I think people up there in Nunavut, they are very self-sufficient. And maybe with your Iraqi experience living down there, you're probably like an ideal candidate for this job. So I wish you all the success. If you have that job offer, boy, it's good to have you. This country is built on immigrants like me, maybe like you. Here comes my wife. Hi. I'm talking to Ahmed, who is in Iraq, has a job offer somewhere up north, and may or may not take it and come sooner or later. I think next year, he said. Yeah. Yeah, my wife said, you're picking a cold area, but I think Iraq can be cold too. So don't worry, you probably know how to make fire. So good for you. Good for you. So the beauty is, you probably can ride your Kawasaki out there as well. You might, you know what, might sell it, but what is heavy to get is kind of equipment up there. So the price of living up there is high because not that many manufacturers are out there or supply chains. So yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine, Ahmed. Again, I wish you all power and success for that. We're gonna go and get some more data here. Yeah. Let's go. Whew. I think at kilometer maybe 44 it gets easier. 2 bridges. Yeah, I think we're heading out of this one here now. Which I'm okay with. Here we go. The last little dip. Come on, guys. Push it. All right, 1 hour ride to say goodbye. Thanks for coming by. I hope I got you with the right on. Oh, I'm really turning on the tops now here. It's coming down. It's gonna be another 90 minutes of sweat coming out of me. Normally this is a good ride to just like head down, forget, because as long as you pedal, you with the crowd. I don't care where I am in the pack. As long as I pedal. Since I can make that smooth as possible, it will be even better. I know where the red beacon's like all the way up front there. Is it Brian? Who's red beacon today here? Here we are. We celebrate our latest follower. Let's see who we can. If I can read that. I cannot see it right now, sorry. And if it's you, I appreciate the follow on. I really appreciate it. If it's not you, don't worry about following me or not. Only click the button if you really like it. I'm not making money on that. It's more about confidence that I'm being heard and maybe can cherish some words to people who made their days. Man, this feels today very stretched. I sucked. Man, Ahmed, you're awesome. You're awesome, man. Appreciate it. My software is not telling me who's up there, so I appreciate it. Now I'm sending you commercials and advertisements. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. I hate it sometimes when, yeah, you subscribe to a newsletter or you visit a website page, you find a product interesting, and they get you hooked right away. I mean, yes, you can turn it off. They cannot track you or deactivate the cookies and so on, but yeah, it's all good. Okay, good talk. Gotta sleep, have fun, and good luck with the upcoming race. Appreciate it, Ahmed. You have a good one. Rest up. Tomorrow is a brand new day for you, and I'm sure you're gonna do awesome. All right. Cheers to you, man. It's the weekend. My kids always look forward to it. The weekend. They love to go to school, but they love weekend more. They already asked me on Tuesday if weekend is coming up. They're 4 and 5 years old, guys. So don't take this the wrong way. It's not like adults who are asking when the weekend is coming. Kids too. Cheers, Ahmed. All right, one more spike and we'll go almost downhill. Manhattan Bridge will be going up again, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, I will have to pedal a little bit more conservative here. 140, 150 it is. Maybe more on a smaller blade here, actually, let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Now we're rolling here. What? Where are you going, buddy? He really went there. He never came back. Oh, maybe he's come back. One guy just peeled off, never came back. Probably forgot to upgrade. Update the Swift. Doesn't have the new routes on it. I think I'll do one more change here. Gonna get rid of the oval inner chain ring I have in the front. Make that round to and then get that chain. Why not? Come on. Not coming on time, actually. I knew it would happen. And we're back with the outfit change here, which is necessary sometimes when it gets too ugly. Colin is in the house, man. How you doing, brother? Are you at work? In the fire hall? Or are you home editing stuff? Eight days until Ironman. Physically, I'm not ready. Mentally, I'm prepared. That's 70% in the back, so I will be fine. Hey, so I work today and tomorrow. Okay, I moved in with the boys, working the dartboard. I don't have to play dart. I don't know. Maybe you guys have one at the fire hall or firehouse. I don't know what you call it. Yeah, it's a long one today. I think you actually did that. I think yesterday or the day before. What is it called? Fuhgeddaboudit. Fuhgeddaboudit in New York, of course. Man, it is very torturing, this course here, but it's long, 79k. Doing it alone like you, respect. So yeah, I choose a group ride for doing though. Oh, it's a good long zone. It's a good long zone 2 ride for sure, but there are some sharp mountains and there are ramps which kind of like sparks it out of there. So I have to contain myself, keep metal shallow and calm. Keeping in mind that I want to train my body a little bit, but not too much. It gets too much exhaustion. 8 days out, probably dial back in like 3 to 4 days completely. And so that's the fun part. Carb loading, I call this. Carb loading. I'm good at this one, I tell you that. I'm good at eating carbs. Ah. I think I averaged 176 watts for the whole thing. Was pretty brutal. Yeah, that is brutal actually. I probably will average 125. Maybe. I'm enjoying the draft a lot. It's 30k to go. I think this is the quicker part now. I'm saying that with confidence, but yeah, it's a New York course. I think it's flatter-ish. In a group like this, we should roll this up quickly. So hopefully I will finish this in an hour and 45 minutes. That would be phenomenal. Yeah, right on, everybody. We just got a call. See ya, man. You put out the fire, buddy. Appreciate it coming in.
Play the music the moment is calling for, whether it's turning up the party or winding down to relax in the evening. Curate the day's soundtrack with ad-free music listening and offline downloads on Spotify Premium. Tap the banner to learn more.
So we're coming here to the last 10K. Sweat is running in my eyes. Yeah, that is uncomfortable. But it's alright. Part of the training program. Part of the progress. Being comfortable in the uncomfortable. No compromises. The sweeper team is pushing in the front to pull everybody with them. Last dramatical. Okay. Uh, No, it's Biggie. The other one's an elevator. Whoever. No, I'm done in 3K. 3 more K. Uh, and that's it. We are finishing this one off. That's good. 7 more meters to make it. $80K. That sounds better. That's it. I have a meeting coming up. Work is waiting for me. So that is well timed. Here we go, 80K. Appreciate everybody who came on. Special shout out to Amit and Colin. And I see you on the next one. Probably a shorter route, but not 80K. See you next time. Bye-bye.